Hey everybody, Rob Cootie here, the MLM Solution. How you doing today? Today is July 27th. Well, I almost forgot. And it's currently 10:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you know, we go live each and every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. And today's topic is going to be a good one. It's podcast number 223, Managing Country and Product Pre-Launches. As we told you over the last couple of weeks, there's big, did I say big, B-I-G, capital letters, B-I-G, money available during pre-launches. And you do not want to miss them, but you got to handle them right. You got to know what to do, and managing them correctly is a key component in you maximizing the money-making opportunity a pre-launch provides you. Learn how to do that. Pre-launches are very unique and don't happen very often. When they do, you should celebrate and be excited, but you better know how to manage them, how to maximize them. We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode. So you don't want to miss us at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Please help other people find us, our fellow network marketers across the globe. You can do that by going to our website and hitting themlmsolution.net. That's themlmsolution.net and hit a share button. It takes 1 second and you can start the positive process of sharing. You never know who you may impact across the globe by simply sharing this information with our fellow network marketers. At the same time, don't forget to use our hashtag #TheMLMSolution. That is the same thing. In other words, you can have a major impact on somebody by simply sharing. All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to hop off of here. We're almost at showtime, so I better get off of here. We'll see you in a moment.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Cootie and Marie Cannon.
Hello, Miss Marie. How are you doing today?
Good morning. It is a terrific Tuesday. How are you?
It is. It is a terrific Tuesday. That's a good way of putting it. I like it. All right. Terrific Tuesday. Here we are, guys. We got a good subject today, managing country and product pre-launches. We talked about pre-launches over the last couple of weeks, and for good reason. As I said in the intro, big. Did I say big? Money available during pre-launches if they're handled correctly. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Before we get started, if you like what you hear, if you understand the points we're making, you can see how those points can help you be successful. Please give us a thumbs up. There we go. Miss Marie's on it. I love it. Yeah, give us a thumbs up, guys. It gives us immediate feedback and lets us know we're hitting the nail on the head, and we love it, and the algorithm loves it. Anytime you engage with us, it helps us to get in front of more people, and that's what it's about. It's helping others. That's the reason why we do what we do. So please help us get this information out. Also, when you're on social media platforms, if you will, please share, like, and comment on our various social media platforms. And when you're on our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our channel. And while you're there you go. Big money. That's right. Big money. Register for our for our notifications. Blah, blah, blah. She's got me flustered. By simply hitting the bell twice. Hit the little bell twice. All right. That way you'll get notified when we go live and when we upload new content. And that being said, today is what not to do in Network Marketing Day. All right. And we want you to know for the next 24 hours, it's only $47. That's an instant savings of $150. Who doesn't love saving money? Everybody loves to save money. And it's a limited time offer, as you can see. So it's only around for 24 hours. It will go away. No shenanigans there. So it's a limited time offer. Don't mess around. Normally it's $197. As you know by now, you are going to get 146 paragraphs accompanied by 146 audio files, MP3 files, that do what? Raise the knowledge and understanding of each and every paragraph to a new level. And you add the training videos, you have an unbelievable training package that you will find no place else. This information will help you become that focused business building machine you need to be in order to have a chance at doing something special in this business model. You can go to our website and click on the link there. It'll take you directly to the page, or you can go to the URL you see there on the screen, which is WNTD, and then the word IN followed by NM. What not to do in network marketing. It's just an abbreviated form, and it's .net. All right. I think I covered that well enough. Don't you think so, Miss Marie?
I think you got it.
I think you're right. And then don't forget about our live event. We're shooting for next year, and I need to make some corrections to this page that Miss Marie brought up. But here's the point. When you go to this page to attend our live events, when you go there to fill out the form, there's no shenanigans. We're not going to try and sell you anything. It's nothing more than putting your name on the notification list and the update list so that you can be kept abreast of the progress towards our first live event. As you see there, the first 100 attendees, we could have 300 people on the list, but if only 100 people attend the first 100, and we'll know by the people that buy their tickets, okay, they will be treated as a VIP, and you will not believe what we're going to do. We're not going to reveal that. It's going to be a surprise, but you will be blown away. That being said, there's no money due at this moment. When you register, there is no money. Let me repeat, at this time, there is no money. We will have, Miss Marie, when we get ready, like a month out, 2 weeks out, whatever, we'll start asking for deposits because we're going to identify those first 100 people, right?
Absolutely. And that site to go to register is MLMmastersacademy.com. So go to MLMmastersacademy.com, put your information in, and you'll receive notifications once we get that live event scheduled. And you'll be among the first to have the opportunity to buy your tickets and get that VIP status.
There you go. Well done. All right. That being said, we got an important subject we're going to be talking about today. Yesterday, we talked about, managing a pre-launch, the procedures, right, Miss Marie? Some people might understand, I guess, the procedures, but the order in which they do it and the way they do it, a lot of people are not aware of. We touched on that yesterday, and I would say that the same thing applies here. It's the reason why we use the word managing once again in a country and a product pre-launch. Guys, if you're fortunate enough to run into a company pre-launch, in other words, Miss Marie and I get word, somebody that we know calls Miss Marie and I, of course, individually, she's in Utah, I'm in Kentucky, and they say, Marie, pre-launch, and if she knows this person, her ears are going to perk up. She's going to say, I'm in, because she knows, okay? There's very little discussion when the word pre-launch is being used. Of course, she's going to say, hey, where can I look at the comp plan? What products are they planning on launching? She's going to ask simple little questions, but pre-launch got her right away. And if she trusts the person that's called her, she's pretty much in because she knows the money that's going to be available. And she'll be like, I can't afford to pass this up. So the thing is, the reason I tell you that is that she also knows not just the company pre-launch, which we've been covering extensively. She knows that down the road, there's going to be pre-launches in the country that the company is going into. And you might say, well, what does that mean exactly? What are you talking about? Rarely do the company, let's say Miss Marie and I join the company January 1st, 2022. Rarely does the company come out and say, well, we're going into Singapore January 2nd, 2022. They don't do it like that. Okay, when a company opens its doors, it's normally in North America, right, Miss Marie? Canada, Mexico, United States. Typically, it's United States, then Canada, and then Mexico. Sometimes it'll flip-flop. But mostly, they're going to focus on the United States and get their feet right, Miss Marie, make sure everything works right, comp plan's working, work the bugs out. Because the big money is going to be made overseas. They know that. A large portion of the profits are going to come from overseas. So they know they got to use the United States or North America, whatever you want to call it, as a testing ground, right, Miss Marie, to make sure they have their act together and everything's working the way it's supposed to. Once they're assured of that, they're going to come out with a launch sequence. In other words, hey, we're going to go into these 3 countries in June of 2022. It'll be June 15th, 2022. And then we're going to go into these other 4 companies December 10th, 2022, right, Miss Marie? They typically will do it like that. It could be quicker, but more times than not, they go into 3 or 4 countries at one time. Once again, they make sure everything is especially if they're strapped for money a little bit, they're going to make sure everything's working good and the profits are coming in before they go into 4 other countries, right, Miss Marie? If they try to do all 7 at one time, that could be a disaster. Right. There's a fine-tuned launch sequence for a purpose, okay? Well, that's great. I'd rather them, I want them to break it up. I don't want to try to do 7 countries at one time, Miss Marie, because if they say they're going to go into 7 at one time, I've got to pick 2 or 3 to be my most profitable and screw the other 4, which is going to piss me off, right? Because I'm leaving money on the table. I'm flushing it down the toilet, but I can only do so much as an individual, right? So we want it broke up, don't we, Miss Marie?
Well, preferably, yes, because there is money to be made into going into these different countries, and you don't want to miss out. And most companies understand that as well, that their distribution force can only focus on 2 or 3 at a time. So it's rare that you're ever going to see anybody go, full blast and do more than a couple 3 countries at one time, right, because they want to go in, they want to start dominating the market, and they want you to have the ability to leverage that opportunity as much as possible.
That's right.
And obviously, time is the limiting factor. There are only so many hours in a day, so you have to choose where you're going to focus.
That's right. There it is right there. Okay, so with that being said, that is, if you come up on a new company and it's going to open its door, it's going to start its pre-launch January 1st, 2022, and it's going to officially open its doors, let's say April 1st of 2022, and somebody contacts Miss Marie and tells her, hey, company XYZ pre-launch, and she, once again, as I said, without rehashing it, she'll immediately perk up and say, because she knows, as we just stated, that it's going to go into other countries, which means what? More pre-launches, which equals what? Big money. Big money during the company pre-launch. Company is going in pre-launch mode January 1st, 2022. Officially open its doors April 1st, 2022. Miss Marie knows that she can make a ton of money between January and April, right, Miss Marie? In other words, she's setting herself up. She's laying a foundation of success during January to April. And then when the company opens its doors officially, April 1st, 2022, they're going to soon, probably within 5 or 6 months, they're going to announce their first expansion plans, 3 to 4 countries typically. And guess what? They're going to say, they're going to say, hey, we're going to go into countries XYZ in, let's say, September 1st, 2022. Well, Miss Marie knows that she has from April, when the company officially opened its doors, till September, right, Miss Marie, to get into those 4 countries. And she's excited about that because she already maximized the pre-launch of the company, okay, from January 1st to April 1st of 2022. So she's already maximized that. During that time period, she sponsored 300-400 people, and she made a ton of money in the official opening of the company on April 1st, 2022. Now they're telling her they're going to go into these 4 countries in September 1st. Well, she's excited because she now knows where to focus, right, Miss Marie? To start talking to her existing force of 400 people, all right, and sponsoring people with the mindset, do you have connections either in the United States, Canada, wherever, in these 4 countries? Because if you do, here's the opportunity, right, Miss Marie?
Right.
Okay. So not only is she sponsoring people for her local area while she's doing her 90-day mini blast, now she's also adding in people that potentially have contacts because she's going to tell them, do you realize what you have at your fingertips with that contact? You have a gateway, a segue into a potentially a minefield of money. Okay. And here's why. And people be like, are you kidding me? Because guess what, Miss Marie? The same scenario applies in those countries. In other words, Miss Marie sponsors somebody that has people in 2 of those 4 countries. And Miss Marie says, well, hey, this is all we got to do. We just got to get them an ID number right now. And then we'll start doing Zoom calls and telling them how to prepare for September 1st. And they said, well, how much is get an ID number? Well, the ID number is free, but you got to get a starter kit because the starter kit includes the ID number, right, Miss Marie?
Mm-hmm.
So it's $50. Oh, well, we can do that. Okay. Who wouldn't spend $50 to find out if this is going to work? So the bottom line is that Miss Marie is now doing the same thing in these other 4 countries that she did in the company pre-launch. It doesn't change because you can't move product until the official launch date, right, Miss Marie?
Right.
Okay. And so she's going to use the threshold of profitability, the 100 times 100 example. She's going to pull up the comp plan, show people what they're going to get paid as they sign up in these new countries. She's going to do the same thing there she's done in the United States or North America. So people can understand the money that's available and why they want to do 100 PV on September 1st. All right. So the scenario hasn't changed, Miss Marie, in going into a new country, right?
Right.
It's the same thing. So Miss Marie's got a big smile on her face because the first time in the company pre-launch, she's sponsored 400 people, which is easy to do over a course of 4 months because all you're doing is getting an ID number. And we talked about the messaging for that. We're not going to go into that here. And the messaging is the same when you go into a country, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. No sense in going any deeper in that. But here's the thing. Miss Marie may say, well, this time I'm going to sponsor 500 people. Okay. And you guys might sound like that's a lot. Oh my gosh, I could never do that. Guys, it's a whole lot easier than what you realize when you're only getting an ID number. If you get the messaging down, which we can show you how to do that in the members area, but the bottom line is you get the messaging down. You go through as many people as you can. If you can do 30 people a day, you say 30 people, all you're doing is talking to them on the phone. Hey, I got a pre-launch, big money available, blah, blah, blah. It's only $50 to get an ID number. That's all that's necessary right now is, blah, blah, blah. You got to have the right messaging. I'm paraphrasing, but Miss Marie, you and I have talked about this message in I would say, limited terms. That's the word I'm looking for. But the message is short and sweet. There's a little bit of experience that comes with it because you got to know what to say to capture people's attention. And the one thing you always want to say to get people's attention is money, right? So your message has to include money. Okay, guys. All right. So that is what you do in that. So Miss Marie's going to have a bigger number. She's going to say, this time I'm going to try and do 500 because once again, she understands pre-launches are unique. They're once in a lifetime. I mean, she may never run into it again. I mean, hell, she's already 75. She's not going to have
2. I'm 72.
72. I'm sorry. I'm 75. All right. Of course, we're kidding, folks. We're kidding. The bottom line is that she realizes that these pre-launches don't happen very often. And she may not run into it again. So she doesn't want to take a chance on messing it up. And is 500 an aggressive goal? Yeah, but she did 400 in the pre-launch. Surely she thinks I can do 500 here. She may not get it. She may only get 200, 275, but that's 275 on top of the 400 that she already did. I mean, it's ridiculous the numbers that she's going to have working in her favor, putting herself in a true position to be a legacy member with this company, right, Miss Marie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but she has to have aggressive goals, and she knows that because she knows how simple it can be to sponsor people during a pre-launch. Okay, and she's going to let people know that when she's talking to them, look, this is the best time to build a team. It's the easiest time. Okay, and here's what you're shooting for. All right, so with that being said, let's go to the product pre-launch. Okay, now this is a totally different scenario. It's still a pre-launch, but it's a totally different scenario. And you say, well, why is that? If you don't know anything about the product versus opportunity, which one to lead with and why, our product and the importance of that content, you have got to go to our Facebook page or YouTube channel, and you have got to search for opportunity or product and watch that and listen to those podcasts and watch the video. It's that important, isn't it, Miss Marie? Because guys, if you lead with a product, you're in a retail mindset. And you say, well, what do you mean? I always thought network marketing was about the product. It is, because the product creates the volume, but the product is not the product of network marketing. It's the lifestyle and the money that's the product. The opportunity, because you got to realize, we all know that every second that ticks off the clock is one less second you have on this earth. So that tells everybody inherently knows the most valuable thing we all have on this earth is time. Okay. And guess what? The moments that you are with a new company will never be replicated again. Yeah, you might be fortunate enough to find another new company, but Miss Marie, we've talked about it. Sometimes it's hard to catch lightning in a bottle twice, right? There's so many variables that have to come together. I'm sorry I'm dominating the call here. I'm trying to rush through it.
Nope, you're totally fine. Keep going.
I know, but people are here to hear you too. They're not here just to hear me talk.
Well, they'll get my tidbits in. Don't worry.
So the thing is that the product launch is totally different, because you can't lead with a product. And it's hard when there's a product launch. Okay. And I'm not going to get into the opportunity versus product scenario in this video, because once again, like I said, you can learn and listen to that on our channels. But it's imperative you understand that, because it goes hand in hand with what we're talking about here. Now, the bad thing about a product pre-launch is that you have to talk about the product. And people will kind of lean over to that, because if you're doing product, guys, you're doing retail. You got to defend the ingredients of the product. You got to defend the price. You got to defend this. You got to defend that. You got to defend the results, why some people get the results and others don't. I mean, it's just a non-stop defending of the product, right, Miss Marie? It takes you down a rabbit hole it's hard to get out of, okay? You don't want to do that, because people join this business to do what, guys? Make money. There's a limited financial opportunity a new company offers all of us. And every second that goes by of every day is 1 second closer to that financial opportunity disappearing. It's not going to be the same an hour from now that it is now. And you say, why? Because people are joining. The people are grabbing pieces of the pie of that new company. And there's going to be people that are aggressive and go after that pie. There's only so much of that pie to go around. You've got to get in and get to work to get your part, right, Miss Marie?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So that's the reason why you don't leave with a product and talk about the product, or focus on building your business with the product, because it's about the money. It's about the opportunity, the moment, okay, the financial opportunity that company is offering you. So the thing is that when you're talking about a product pre-launch, it's a delicate situation, because and Miss Marie knows. She's like, okay, if somebody calls her, like I said in this example, and says pre-launch, automatically money symbols start dancing in her head. Where's your money symbol? There it is. See? And it's dancing in her head. Dance for me, Mr. T. There you go. Why? Because she knows what pre-launch means. So when she hears a new company in a pre-launch, she also knows that company is going to go into other countries. More pre-launch opportunities, multiple. If it goes into 20, there's 20 pre-launch opportunities. She could make so much money that she'd be throwing it away, flushing it down the toilet, burning it. All right, Miss Marie?
Well, I don't know that I'd do that, but
okay. And all the money she makes in her 90-day mini blast, phase 1 and 3, it's gravy, and it's money, icing on the cake, if you will. All right. And she knows that. So, but a product pre-launch totally different, because now she's got to talk about the product. All right. Unfortunately. And she's going to have calls, and she's going to say, all right, guys, here they're coming out with a product line of makeup, and here's what they're going to have: eyeliner, rouge, lipstick, she goes on. And she says, this is what they're going to have. From what I understand, it's a proprietary, and typically it is, because they change one little ingredient, blah, blah, blah. And unfortunately, she's going to use the same terminology you hear on these crazy conference calls that are over the top. She's going to have to use that type of terminology, because the only way she can describe the product and how unique and different it may be is to do what? Use the word proprietary. Well, how many times is that used? Over and over again in the network marketing industry. Well, what's different about it, Marie? Well, it's got this ingredient that came from Pluto instead of Mars. Oh, well, how come the one we have from Pluto is better than the Mars one? Well, I don't know, but it's just different, right, Miss Marie? See, she's already starting to defend the ingredients, because one of her downline asked, why is it so different? What makes it unique? What makes it proprietary, right, Miss Marie?
Mm-hmm.
And then when she tells him, well, I can't put that on my skin. Do you know, Miss Marie? And Marie's like, oh my gosh, here we go. Marie's like, no, I don't research that stuff. I don't care. What do you mean you don't care? That product could hurt people. You're going to promote things that could hurt people to your downline? Well, I don't know if I want to work with somebody like you that doesn't take the time to learn about the product. You see what's going on here with Miss Marie and her downline?
Right. Well, and here's the thing, though, as we're talking about these various pre-launches, we covered in detail kind of a company pre-launch. Now, that's a pretty rare opportunity, and you may go through your network marketing career and never have a company pre-launch land in your lap that you can take advantage of. However, any network marketing company you're with, even the long established ones, they could potentially go into a new country that you can leverage and take advantage of and create a large income opportunity for yourself and your team. And I can almost guarantee you, even the long established companies periodically come out with a new product or a new product line that you can also leverage. Now, obviously, a country pre-launch is similar to a company pre-launch. There's a lot of opportunity to gain some income there to really increase your volume, bring in new distributors. So you're externally focused from your organization. You're looking for people who live in that country. You're looking for people who know people who live in that country to join your team and become a distributor, become one of your business partners. A product pre-launch, on the other hand, in my opinion, is an internal focus. You're not going out and looking for people outside your current organization to introduce the product to, because the product is not your focus. The business is your focus. That's where the money is made. However, internally on a product pre-launch, you want to make sure you're communicating to your team that this product's coming out, the information's available from the company. Me personally, when it came to product pre-launches, was I made sure I communicated with my team that, hey, this product's coming out. Here are all the resources the company is providing us in order to advertise the product, if you choose to do that. Because remember, you're going to have people in your organization, even though your focus is the business, you will have other people whose focus is the product. They want to do the retail side. They have a passion for the actual products. But here's the thing that you want to push internally with a product pre-launch is you want to encourage everyone that when that product initially comes out, everybody should try it. Everybody should be buying it.
That's
because
right.
you want to be, quote unquote, a product of the product in your network marketing company. So where the money-making capability here is when that product does release and come out, you get a bump in the volume in your organization because of all the folks that'll be purchasing that new product to try it out. Right. So assuming you've got everyone at that, shooting for that 10,000 group volume level, they're already purchasing 100 PV per month. And now this month that the new product comes out, oh, look, there's a bump. They're doing in excess of 100 PV. So you could see some significant rank advancements and higher checks coming through for your team with the new product coming out. Now, whether that sustains or not depends on whether or not people like the product and continue purchasing it, of course. But again, the key with the product pre-launch is that it's more of the internal focus. You're simply communicating with your team. You're continuing to focus on the business aspect and recruiting new business partners, new distributors to build the business, but you can create some internal buzz with a new product.
Right. Real quick before I forget, if you don't mind writing down these topics, because as you were talking, it helped me. The 10% volume booster.
Yep.
How to get into new countries in the pre-launch phase, and how to promote a new product properly. I wanted to say those before I forgot, because I know me, I will. All right. Okay, so what Miss Marie said is spot on and absolutely accurate, guys. But here's the thing: you have to realize. She nailed it. She said what I was going to say, but let me just clarify a couple points real quick, and then we're going to close the show. Here's the thing. There's many times where I ordered products that I did not keep, and nobody forced me to order them. I like checking out different products. So when I was with Amway, I tried a bunch of them. New Skin, same thing. Because they had such a wonderful array of great products. And I thought, wow, what about this one? What about that one? And I'm glad I did. And it's amazing the breadth of products they had, but also amazing the quality of them. I still order some of that stuff to this day. So the bottom line is that you don't know if you don't try, right? And I was helping my business. I was helping the company, but at the same time, I was learning, and the knowledge was invaluable, all right? Because my belief in the products that Amway and Nu Skin offer is above reproach. So if a company comes out with a new product, you're with a new company and it's and whether it's one product or a whole line of products, here's the thing. Miss Marie's right. You know, if you can't afford, if they come out with 8 different makeup products, you can't afford to buy all 8. You know what? Do as many as you can afford to do. 1 or 2, 3 or 4, whatever. Okay, don't put yourself in a financial bind just to try these products out. But she's right. You should order the moment they make them available. You should order them. Okay, it's not because we feel that you should be obligated to do that. It's because look, number one, the company, you're helping the company out. If you're making $3,000 a month, you ordering these 3 or 4 products is an investment in your future. And you say, why? Because the company that may be struggling financially, everybody that orders is putting money in the pocket of that company, helping it to become more solvent, right, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. So it's an investment in your $3,000 paycheck, okay? Don't lose sight because you're spending an extra $50 a month. Don't focus on the $50 saying, well, I don't want to spend that $50. I can spend that $50 on something else. And then you're getting a check for $3,000. Look at that $3,000 and say, well, if I want to keep that $3,000 check going, this company's got to be in business. And the only way this company stays in business is if it moves product. So I think I'll buy 4. That $50 is an investment in my $3,000 paycheck, right, Miss Marie? It's right. Not an expense. So you should. Now, should you continue to do it month after month on all the shit? No, if you don't like it, don't do it. I've tried products and either said, hey, I don't need this, but this is really cool, or hey, I don't like this. But I didn't badmouth the product. When other people down the line said, hey, did you try that product? Did you? Of course I ordered it. I told everybody else they needed to order. Why wouldn't I? Oh, okay, because some leaders don't. And yeah, I did. And they said, what do you think? And I said, well, I liked it, but it doesn't fit my lifestyle at the moment, maybe down the road. But I'm going to try something else. I don't just say, well, I didn't like it, so I'm not going to be negative about it. I just say, hey, it didn't fit my needs at this moment. And I'm going to finish it off, drink it, use it, whatever. And then I'm going to turn around. I'm going to order something else because I want to learn as much about these products as I can. And that's what I do, Miss Marie. That's how I handle it. Remember, they'll love them and leave them. Don't add negative down line, even if you don't like it. All right. So with that being said, Miss Marie, the product pre-launches are a lot more difficult because you're going into the product category and you're leading with the product. And once you do that, you're in a retail mode. Once you're in a retail mode, you have to defend your product from its price to its ingredients and its effectiveness. And it's a never-ending battle because as soon as you, quote unquote, lose one person or convince one person, there's going to be 3 or 4 behind them. They're going to say, this hurt my skin. This did that. This gave me diarrhea. Something's going to happen, right, Miss Marie? And it's a constant bitch fest. Mm-hmm. And what you say, call the company. Well, you're my leader. You're supposed to be able to. You call them. No, it's your business. It's a product for the company. Of the company, you need to call them. They have customer service. That's what they're for. I am a business builder. We tell you guys that all the time. You're not a network marketer. You're a business builder. And that's what you tell them, right, Miss Marie? That's appropriate response. I am not customer service. I am a business builder. I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, the product just happened to be part of the process, right?
Right.
That's a golden nugget I just shared with you guys, or we just shared. All right, Miss Marie, I think we're good to go here, don't you? I think we covered everything.
I think so. But as always, of course, on our social media sites using hashtag the MLM Solution, you always have the opportunity. Ask us any questions. If if we put on a show and you are watching it and you have questions, comments, feel free to drop them and let us know. And of course, while you're there, share, like, and comment on our various social media platforms, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And while you're there, register for notifications. You click that little bell button twice, and then you'll know when we've uploaded new content or are going live. So make sure you do that, and always give us a thumbs up. If you like what you hear and understand the points we're making, that interaction is super helpful to us. Thumbs up.
That's right. There you go. Boy, I love it. She's awesome. I love it. All right. With that being said, guys, we covered it real quick. Tomorrow's episode is going to be maximizing the 5 simple steps. Maximizing the 5 simple steps. We talk about the 5 simple steps all the time, but I want to tell you guys, maximizing it is something that we have not talked about. And you certainly don't want to miss that, because that is the business building process. That is what makes this business model work in your favor, with you instead of against you. Right, Ms. Marie?
Absolutely.
So do not want to miss tomorrow's episode, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. And you know what, Ms. Marie, I think we did a good job today, guys. If you need to watch this video again, rewind it and absorb it, write it down, whatever it takes. Understand it. That's an important thing. And use it. All right, Ms. Marie. I'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. as usual. Everybody, God bless. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. Download our podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast platforms. Visit our website at www.themlmsolution.net for additional important information, show details, and past shows. Follow us on Parler, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, or the get notified button while visiting our other social media platforms.